Hey, what's happening? Merry Christmas, everybody. It's Christmas Day and it's championship week. Championship matchups are set. Congratulations to everybody that made it to the championship in your fantasy leagues. And in 501 Fantasy League, this is the 501 Fantasy League show, by the way. 501 Fantasy League, I'm going for a three-peat. I'm in a semifinals round, going up against Boss Hog in the lane. We got to see who won. We had the Blue Flame versus the Alvin Jackson Party. We got to see who won. What's the championship matchup? And also, the 12th place game. It went down. Who finished in last place? We finna check it out right now. All right, it's championship week. Semifinals. It's gone. It's gone. And like I said, I'm fighting for a three-peat. I done won back-to-back championships, and I'm trying to get this three-peat. I need this belt. This belt, I need it to stay right here. Because we pass this belt around each year. This belt goes to the champion each year, and so far, I have been the champion for the past 2 years. Let's check it out. Who won? Let's go. There was nothing that I could do. The champ has been dethroned. The champ has fallen. Down goes Frazier. Boss Hog in the lane scores a whopping 191.02 points. There was absolutely nothing I could do. Now, yes, I wanted to win, of course. Everybody want to win a championship. But I'm not as down as I thought I would be. Because look at this, man. Jaden Daniels, 46.42. Kyron Williams, 21.4. Jonathan Taylor, 50.8. Terry McLaurin scored a touchdown, 14.5. George Kittle, 16.6 without a touchdown. Aaron Jones, 10.8. Amir Abdullah, 17. It didn't matter what he did. It worked out for him. It was his week. It's Boss Hog in the Lanes. It was Boss Hog in the Lanes week. And yeah, man, he took me down. He took me down. Majority of my lineup was in the 12 o'clock slot. And Saquon Barkley, he started out with a bang. He had that long touchdown. I think it was like, I forgot how long ago it was. I think it was like 60 something. And when he got that touchdown, I was loving it. I was very hopeful. I was very hopeful. Then about 3 to 5 minutes later, Jonathan Taylor breaks out his long touchdown. Then he had another one, like a 70-yard touchdown. And then he had another touchdown later on, which Anthony Richardson got the touchdown at first. Then they reviewed it and saw that he was a little short, and Jonathan Taylor got that touchdown too. 50.8. 50.8. Trey McBride, 3 receptions for 20 yards. Trey McBride was open all game long. I don't know what's up with Kyler not looking at Trey McBride, at least in this game. And then a lot of the games previously in the end zone, it's like McBride, he would be running free, wide open, and he either overthrows him or not look his way at all. After getting the start of the Ravens defense scoring 14 points in the Saturday game, after getting it, and then Saquon Barkley breaking a long touchdown early in the game. He had over 100 yards in the first quarter. I'm excited. I'm very hopeful, but I know how fantasy football works. You can't get too happy too early. And Jonathan Taylor just said, "You right, you right. You can't get happy too early because I'm finna end it right now, right now." And then Jaden Daniels said, come here, Playboy. You said you hopeful. Hold on, touchdown, 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 touchdown. 5 of them things. 5 of them. And he had what, 81 rushing yards. Yeah, man. Congratulations to Boss Hog in the lane. 191.02 points. You boss hog the lane this week, man. I must admit. You boss hog that lane. Uh, in the next matchup, we had the Alvin Jackson Party versus the Blue Flame. And as you see, the Blue Flame took care of business. And look, he had Devon A. Chain. That touchdown at the end, that did it. If A. Chain would have went down, like some players do, at the end of the game when they're trying to run the clock out, instead of scoring, they'll slide down or whatever. If he would have done that, the Alvin Jackson Party wins. That was the difference. That was the difference in this matchup. That play. Also, of course, you can look at James Conner getting injured. You can also look at that because he did get injured while he was on fire. They could not stop James Conner at all. Cardinals would have won that game, and Conner would have continued to eat. He was feasting. He was having a field day. It was Thanksgiving all over again for him, and he got hurt. So you can look at those two things. I know Alvin Jackson Party, he is sick right now because of those two things. The James Conner getting injured and the Devon A. Chain late touchdown. That is a heartbreaker. Yeah, the Falcons defense scored 25 points over here. A.J. Brown with 19.7. C.D. Lamb with 16. He stayed alive with Brian Robinson Jr. scoring 1.1. 10 carries, 24 yards, 17 yards receiving, and 2 fumbles lost. But, man, he was able to get it done. He was able to get it done, man. So, as you know, I was the number 1 seed, and the Blue Flame was the number 2 seed. As of right now, I wish it would have been flip-flopped. I wish I was the number 2 seed, because I would have been going up against the Alvin Jackson Party, and I would have been on my way to the championship. Yes, I would have had a tough matchup going up against Boss Hog in the lane, but I would have been in the championship. But I can't look at it like that. Congratulations to the Blue Flame. You earned it. He's fighting for number 2. He actually won the first championship of our league history. And so we're either going to have a 2-time champion or a first-time champion in this league. Because Boss Hog in the Lane, we are in another league, and he's a 4-time champion in that league. So this is not just because he's a first. It would be his first championship here. He's a 4-time champ. So this would actually be his 5th championship win. So yeah, I'm ready to see it, man. I'm ready to see it. Even though I'm not in it, I'm excited to see y'all match up. I'm ready to see what's gonna go down. I'm ready to see it. And of course, we had that last place game, the 12th place, the 11th place game. The winner is in 11th place and the loser is in 12th place, last place. And before we show that score, I think we have a live visit, a live message from someone very special. Have something to announce. Run the tape.
I'm bringing on Nash, and I suck at fantasy football.
Bring it home, Nash. Finished last. 12th place. Mile High Club was able to get the victory 116.68 to 89.76, meaning Bring It On Nash finishes 12th place. And as she said, she suck at fantasy football. That was her words because she finished 12th. It's good to be a good sport in fantasy football. It makes everything fun. When you win, you can celebrate, you can brag, but when you lose, you can't run and hide. You can't run and hide. You got to be a good sport about it. So I appreciate that from Bring It On Nash being a good sport. But yeah, you finished 12th. CJ Stroud had 20. Rashad White only had 7.5. At that fumble at the end of the game, that was crazy. That was a crazy play. Baker Mayfield did all of that work trying to break away from that sack. Was able to get it to Rashad White, and just for him to lose the ball. So that was crazy. That was a crazy ending. That was actually a pretty good game. Joe Mixon with only 7.6. Westbrook, Akine 8.7 because he was able to get in that end zone again. His stat line is crazy. Look at this, man. He got, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 touchdowns on 4, 9, 10, 13, 15, 17, 20, 21, 23, 25, 20. Is that 27 receptions? 9 touchdowns on 27. That is insane, man. 9 touchdowns on 27 receptions. That's 1 touchdown every 3 catches. What? Wow. Tyreek Hill, 10.4. Tyreek Hill has been a bust this year. 3 receptions, 29 yards. Wow. Jake Ferguson, 7. Rashad Bateman, 7.9. Josh Downs got in the end zone, 13.7. Philly defense, 7 points. It was a rough year for Bring It On Nash. It was a rough year for Mile High Club. I appreciate y'all playing to the end. And like I said, I appreciate Bring It On Nash for being a good sport. You finished 12th and you took your punishment like a champ. So I appreciate that. So we got Boss Hog in the Lane versus the Blue Flame in the championship. Like I said, we got a one-time 501 Fantasy League champ in the Blue Flame going up against Boss Hog in the Lane, who is trying to get his first championship in the 501 Fantasy League. Let's take a look at a couple of key players. We got Jaden Daniels. He's going to be going up against the Atlanta Falcons at home. So I know Boss Hog in the Lane is loving that. And that's going to be Sunday Night Football. He's going to be waiting all day for Sunday night. Sunday Night Football. Jaden Daniels in the Fantasy Championship. You got to love it. Let's see who Kyron Williams. Oh my goodness, Kyron Williams going up against the Cardinals. Oh snap. Jonathan Taylor, who you got? Jonathan Taylor going up against the Giants. Terry McLaurin in that Sunday night game against the Falcons. Cortland Sutton, who you got? Who you got? Who you got? Cincinnati. Oh my goodness. Cincinnati, George Kittle. Who you got? Detroit. I'm not sure if Detroit is all that against tight ends, but I know they got a lot of injuries on defense. I know that for sure. Aaron Jones, who you got? Green Bay. Oh, revenge game at home against Green Bay. Revenge game. Oh, snap. Amir Abdullah, who? Saints. See, we got Gus Edwards down here going up against the Patriots. I mean, there is excellent matchups everywhere. Zach Charbonnet against the Bears. Hold on, what did it say? Logs full practice Tuesday. Bucks defense versus the Panthers. Oh man, look. We gotta check out the Blue Flame though. We gotta check out the Blue Flame. So let's take a look at the Blue Flame. What you got? Let's see. We got Tua. What's your other quarterback? Michael Penix and Cooper Rush. Okay, let's check Tua. Who you got, Tua? Cleveland on the road. All right. A-Chain, Cleveland on the road. We got Brian Robinson Jr. in that Sunday Night Football against the Falcons, so that's nice. We got CeeDee Lamb versus the Eagles on the road. We got A.J. Brown in that game as well. A.J. Brown against the Cowboys at home. That's good. But we got to see if Jalen Hurts play. We got Pat Frymuth. Who you got? The Chiefs at home. Okay. Khalil Shakur going up against the Jets at home. Rico Dowdle in that Philly game on the road. We got the Falcons defense versus Washington. Tyrone Tracy versus the Colts. Got Marvin Harrison Jr. against the Rams on the road. Zach Ertz in that Sunday Night Football against the Falcons. Dolphins defense against Cleveland on the road. Okay. All right. So we got Michael Penix in that Sunday Night Football as well against Washington. Cooper Rush against the Eagles. Man, look, it's any given Sunday, any given week in fantasy football. But based off of matchups alone, man, I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked if Boss Hog in the Lane score 190 points again. I wouldn't be shocked. I just putting it out there right now. Before any games start, I would not be shocked because the matchups magnifico, multibella, tutti frutti, beautiful matchups all down the lineup. So I wouldn't be shocked, man. I wouldn't be shocked if we see another huge week. But like I said, it's any given Sunday, any given week in fantasy football. So we got to see it all play out. We got to see it all play out. But yeah, that's this week's episode. We had Boss Hog in the Lane taking me down. I am not going to get the three-peat. I'm disappointed. I'm sad, but I'm not that sad. Congratulations to the two guys that moved on to the championship, and good luck to the Blue Flame and to Boss Hog in the Lane as well. I hope neither one of y'all experience any injuries. I hope neither one of y'all have to experience anything like that Jalen Hurts situation last week. I'm glad that nobody was affected by that, really. I mean, you can kind of say I was because I had Saquon, and after that injury, Saquon didn't do anything, but at the same time, it didn't matter. So nobody was affected by the injury last week in our semifinals. So I'm hoping that that doesn't happen in the championship to neither one of you guys. I want a clean fight, fair and square. And good luck. Who gonna win? Who getting that championship? Who getting this belt right here? Who getting this belt? And hold on, who name is going on this trophy? Who name going on here? We gonna see. Game start today. But like I said, Merry Christmas. Good luck to Boss Hog in the Lane and the Blue Flame. And until next time, peace out.